Today's homes are filled with connected devices. Creating a cohesive and seamless experience that ties all your devices together is now more important than ever. SmartThings is the easy way to turn your home into a smart home. Get started with the Samsung SmartThings Hub, the brain of your smart home. It wirelessly connects your devices and makes them work together. Receive alerts from connected devices, automate them to turn on and off, and create scenes like good morning and goodbye. You can even control your home with your voice by connecting SmartThings with voice assistants like Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. With the SmartThings motion sensor, know when there's unexpected movement in your home and receive alerts in real time, right through your phone. Save yourself time and energy by letting your room know when you've entered and left without lifting a finger. And with a magnetic mount, you can place the sensor anywhere and direct it where you want it. The SmartThings multi-purpose sensor lets you know when doors and windows are opened or closed. Set automatic routines when you leave home. And set connected lights to turn on and off as you open doors and cabinets. Turn any ordinary household device into a smart device with a SmartThings outlet. Take control of your lights, electronics, and even small appliances, all from your smartphone. Or even get a little extra help from any compatible voice assistants. Take control of multiple connected devices with the touch of a SmartThings button. Place control of all your favorite scenes, settings, and devices within reach. Accidents don't happen conveniently. But whether you're close by or on the go, the SmartThings water leak sensor will alert you immediately so you can take action. Place the sensor under sinks, by water heaters, or other appliances. SmartThings, the easy way to turn your home into a smart home.
The MM420 and the new Jumbo Depth MM720 are designed for weatherproof protection while an outlet is in use. Unlike a common flip cover, a while-in-use cover can have a cord left plugged in and remain weatherproof in wet locations. The 2014 National Electric Code has new requirements that affect what type of cover can be installed on outdoor 15 and 20 amp receptacles. Basically, all receptacles in a potentially wet location require a while-in-use cover, and it needs to meet the new UL Extra Duty rating. First generation bubble covers weren't rugged enough to meet the Extra Duty rating, so the MM420 was completely redesigned to meet the Extra Duty requirement. Plus, we've added in some other enhancements, like the patented Easy Change pin, which allows for easily switching the cover to a horizontal mount. A reusable cord port insert, so if desired, the port can be closed to keep out the elements or insects. A clear window for easy visual inspection of the inside for bugs, an unplugged cord, or a tripped GFCI. And a larger locking latch that now fits a full-size padlock. I'll be installing the MM420C, which has a clear cover. Both the 420 and the 720 are available in gray. Either option can also be painted to match a house or trim color. Each cover includes mounting screws, an attached gasket, instructions, and adapter plates for mounting to various devices. The covers come pre-configured for a GFCI-sized opening, but if installing on a different shaped device, like a duplex receptacle, a toggle switch, or a round receptacle, just use one of the included adapters. Simply remove the pre-installed adapter and snap the appropriate adapter into the back side of the base. We'll be installing over a GFCI, so there's no need to change the adapter. Of course, as with any electrical work, make sure the power is off at the breaker. Covers include indentations to drill out for alternate box mounting. There are also device mount holes, but we'll be mounting directly to the electrical device, which is preferred because it's a faster, easier install. Start by backing out the device screws about 3/8 of an inch. If installing on a rough surface, apply a 1/4 inch bead of silicone caulk between the gasket and the wall surface. Align the keyholes on the base with the screws. Then slide the base over the device and fasten the screws. Compress the gasket by tightening the screws until snug. Be careful not to over-tighten. That's it. Installation is complete. For continuous use, remove the bottom cord port insert and direct the cords through the port and close the cover, ensuring the latch snaps shut. The MM420 and the MM720 both can be mounted horizontally also, but to ensure a weatherproof installation, the Easy Change pin needs to move to the alternate location. This way, the cover closes downward, which prevents it from inadvertently getting left open. The pin may be tight, so if necessary, push the tip of the pin with a screwdriver to release it, and simply pull it out from the other side. Then insert the pin into the other hinge until it snaps in place. Now ready to mount horizontally in the same manner as the vertical install. Again, like before, remove the bottom cord port insert and direct the cords through the port and close the cover, ensuring the latches snap shut. That's all there is to it. The device is now protected and meets the latest electrical code. If you don't already have a receptacle installed, or if it's old and outdated, then look for one of our CodeGuard combos that include the latest weather-resistant and tamper-resistant receptacle or GFCI. Complete kits are also available that include a weatherproof bell box. So for any of your outdoor electrical needs, look to Hubbell Tamac and Bell for proven and innovative weatherproof solutions.
Installing the Simple Cord Cable Concealer System is easy. Start by familiarizing yourself with the system. 6 25-inch long, two-part channels, including the thicker raceway, which mounts to the wall, and the thinner cover, which slides on and off, and 6 strips of tape. 5 straight connectors. 4 flat elbow connectors. 1 three-way T-connector, 1 outside elbow connector, and 1 inside elbow connector. 12 300mm screws. Decide where you want to place the vertical and horizontal channels in the room. Measure and lay out the paths for the channels and mark the placement using a pencil. Use a level for guidance. The thicker part of the channel is the raceway that will mount to the wall. Measure the area where you intend to install the channel and determine if you need to shorten the channel. If so, mark the channel with a pencil and use a hacksaw to cut as needed. Make sure to leave both parts of the channel connected so you only have to make one cut. Slide the top cover off the channel, leaving only the raceway in preparation for mounting. Using a 3/32 drill bit, drill holes approximately 3 inches from each end of each raceway. Then hold the raceway in place on the wall and using the drilled holes, mark the wall. Switch to a 7/32 drill bit and drill into the wall at the spots you marked in the last step. Then insert sheetrock anchors into the holes and gently hammer them into place using a hammer. Put the raceways in place and screw in the 300mm screws at each anchor. If you prefer, you can use the included self-adhesive tape instead of the screws. Carefully apply the tape to clean, dry surfaces. Install your cables in the channels and guide them through the raceway. Click the T connectors in place as needed and slide the covers in place. Leave 1 1/10 inch gaps between each raceway along the wall. Click the inside elbow connector to the raceway and slide the covers in place. Install the raceways as shown if you intend to use the 90-degree connector. Click the outside elbow connector to the raceway and slide the covers in place. You may have excess cover that needs to be cut to size. If this happens, simply mark with a pencil and use a hacksaw to cut the excess.
Here's what's in the box. Your ecobee 4 thermostat, the backplate, room sensor and stand, a large trim plate that's optional so you don't have to install it for your ecobee 4 to work, power extender kit, You might not need this either. Mounting screws and plugs, your Ecobee 4 install manual, your room sensor install manual, wire label stickers, and your Amazon Alexa voice card. Make sure you also have the following tools handy: a Phillips screwdriver, a small flathead screwdriver, a drill, and a 3/16" drill bit. Before we begin, make sure to power off your HVAC equipment at your master switch or at your circuit breaker panel. Next, you'll need to make sure the thermostat is off. If you have a digital thermostat, here's how you can make sure your power is off. Go to your thermostat and try to increase or decrease the temperature. If it's winter, increase your heat set point to above the current temperature. If it's summer, decrease your cool set point to below the current temperature. Then, wait a few minutes. Do you feel air coming from your vents or hear noise coming from your HVAC system? If yes, then your thermostat is still powered on. If no, then your thermostat is off. Once you've made sure your thermostat is powered off, gently remove your existing thermostat's faceplate to check your compatibility. Most faceplates simply pop off the base, while others have screws that will need to be removed. Check your thermostat's wiring to see if you have a line voltage system. Do not proceed if voltage labels read 110V or higher, or if you see terminal blocks listed as L1 or L2, or if you see any kind of danger, warning, or caution symbol. In these cases, your system is a line voltage system and you're unfortunately not compatible. If you're unsure about compatibility, visit ecobee.com/compatibility to try our online compatibility checker. You can also send detailed photos of your wiring to our customer support team. Let's finish taking your old thermostat off the wall. Using the wire label stickers provided, one by one, remove and label each wire with the name of the terminal it was connected to. For example, add the Y or Y1 sticker to the wire that was pulled from the Y or Y1 terminal. Some thermostats will have a jumper wire between the RC, RH, or R wires. If you have a jumper, ignore it. Only label the wires that run from your wall into a terminal block. Gently remove the thermostat backplate, being careful not to let the wires fall into the recess of your wall. Wi-Fi connected thermostats require power to operate. You can power your Ecobee 4 with 24 volts supplied by a wire labeled C. Here's where you decide if you want to use the large trim plate with your Ecobee 4. It's useful if you want to hide paint marks or holes in your wall left by your old thermostat. If you'd like to use the trim plate, simply align the mounting holes on the trim plate and backplate and press them into place together. The backplate should sit flush against the trim plate when it's attached correctly. Position your Ecobee 4 backplate over the existing wire hole. Take care to cover the old holes. Use the built-in level to straighten the back plate. Then, using the back plate as a template, mark the location of the mounting holes on the wall with a pencil. Drill 2 holes and mount the back plate using the drywall plugs and screws provided. Using the labels as a guide, connect the wires to the designated terminals on your new thermostat backplate. For example, insert the wire labeled G into the G terminal. If you're having a hard time inserting the wires, push down on the levers at the sides of the terminal blocks. If you only have one R or RH wire, make sure to connect it to the RC terminal, not the RH terminal. When the wires are inserted correctly, the levers will lower. If you inserted a wire into the wrong terminal, simply push down on the lever and pull on the wire gently to release it. Gently tug on the wires to make sure they're installed correctly. Once you've connected your new thermostat backplate, push any excess wiring back into the recess of the wall. This will make sure your thermostat sits flat against the backplate and doesn't rock or tilt. Now, line the thermostat up with the mounted backplate. Gently press the thermostat into the backplate until it clicks into place. If you look at the back of the thermostat, it should sit flush against the wall and shouldn't wobble when you touch the front. Your ecobee 4 is now ready for the next step. Turn your HVAC equipment back on at your circuit breaker and your ecobee 4 will come to life. If you have any questions or comments about the video, give us a call at 1-877-932-6233 or visit us online at ecobee.com/support. We're here to help.